But 83, how did Jesus show his concern for men?
Jesus showed his concern for us in many ways. First of all, by becoming one of us, taking on our nature, which is humiliation for God. It isn't high status for God. We think we are wonderful, but for God, we are not so wonderful at all. So that's the major one. He took on our nature, then he went through what we go through, except sin. Therefore, he could be hungry, he could be tired, he could suffer, so he could even feel ingratitude, like when he cured 10 lepers and only one came back to thank him. He said, 10 were healed. Where are the other 9? Only one comes back to give thanks to God. So he showed concern for us. He healed those who were in need of healing, those who were sick. More important, he gave us teaching. He taught us the ways of God. He taught us what to do, what not to do. He made clear the laws of God. He made the new covenant of God with human beings in his blood. He reviewed the laws of old and perfected them. For example, where it was said, an eye for an eye, he said, no, you are not to revenge. If a person drags you 1 mile, you go a second one. If he slaps you on one cheek, don't revenge. Be ready even to suffer more. Then he did many other teachings like that. So then he did miracles, and he gave the church to us. And not only he gave us the church, but he gave it divine guarantee that we will always have correct teaching in that church, faithful to him. As if he didn't know how to go away, and yet he had to go away, he gave us the Holy Eucharist, so that he could go to heaven and yet stay with us in this wonderful sacrament. And he gave us his mother when he was dying on the cross. Yes. Could anybody tell me what else he could do for us?
That's right, nothing.
As he said in the Old Testament, my people, what more can I do for you? I have done everything for you. I brought you out of the land of Egypt. I preserved you from the hands of Pharaoh. I cut the Red Sea in two and you passed through. I did so many things. Why do you turn around and crucify me?
And it's incredible, the crucifixion took place on the very night that the lamb, the Passover lamb, was used and celebrated, and the passing of the angel of death. And
yes.
That very night when the Jews were celebrating in thanksgiving for that Passover, the Lamb of God was offered to the Father.
So that was he was in short fulfilling this, what was symbolized by that lamb, Paschal lamb.
Right.
That was showing the blood of Christ which would save us. And so the real thing signified was being accomplished.
Yeah, it's amazing the quality of a lamb or a sheep. In chapter 25 of Matthew, we talk about the goats on one side to go to hell, and the sheep on the right side to go to heaven. And the qualities of sheep being gentle and docile and obedient, and the qualities of goats being stubborn as a goat.
Yeah, that is the symbol. That is, every time the sheep are mentioned is in that good sense.
Yes.
People must not take sheep to mean stupid.
No, that's right. Gentle as a lamb, stubborn as a goat.
Yes.
And this was Jesus Christ.
Because the parables or symbols, there's one truth they want to teach. Yes. They are not meant to be taken in every single detail and applied literally. Right.